Hi friends, it's Melanie and welcome to today's video. I have been going crazy with the gift giving ideas this year. You guys know gift giving is my love language and I love curating different lists for you guys. Also check out the description because I'm gonna have a document with links and more resources to everything I'm mentioning right now. But other than that, let's get straight into it. I think personalized gifts are the best, so that's the category we are starting with. First, I said, of course, a lip gloss keychain. I did this for all my friends last year and it was a hit, and I use mine so much. I think this is a great idea that you can repeat. Said a custom deck of cards. I think this is such a fun personal touch on something that you'll probably use at some point, right? Or it can just be fun decoration. A custom calendar, either using photos for the months. You can also put people's photos on like birthdays and holidays. If you're a little artsy, you could use Canva and make some kind of collage for each month. If you want a little less personal, you could just do a papier planner and then customize it with their name or initials or monogram. Said a hand-painted wooden hairbrush. I think these are so pretty. If they're more of a comb person, you could do a wide tooth comb. I really love the tortoiseshell look with the engraving or the gold leaf. Also said an engraved compact mirror. I think this is so classy, but would also be really useful as like a to-go purse item. Another thing I thought of was using like a mini makeup bag. I know they have really cute ones at Brandy right now, and then filling it personally with your favorite like mini makeup item, kind of like a catered tester makeup kit. I also recently got a quilted laptop case from this shop on Etsy, and I love everything from there. They have more than just laptop cases, but the whole style is so adorable. My next category is things that just elevate life. I think these are the best gifts also. Kind of like, instead of adding junk, why not replace something with very nice, classy, lasting a lifetime product? I think PJ sets are so great, specifically print fresh. PJ sets are so cute. They have so many patterns. They have different like fits and sizes. The prints are adorable and the quality is just super nice. I saw like a TikTok of this, so I'll try to link it, but you could also go with like a minimal set from Nordstrom, and I think they do like custom embroidering. If not there, you could just embroider something on an already existing PJ set. Also said a perfume keychain. Practical and cute. I love how these leather ring cases look, especially if you're classic wearing the same set kind of person. A glass nail file, like a nice one. Also said a custom or engraved leather journal. Seems a little extra, but I think this would actually be helpful. A metal lotion roller for like aluminum lotion tubes. A cute pill case. This is also a little extra, but I think it would actually help me. Also said a leather charger organizer for all those cords. Not just any bathrobe, but a short sleeve bathrobe. I feel like this makes getting ready, washing your face, doing anything like a lot easier. A magnetic jewelry clasp. I've talked about this one a lot too because I think it's so functional, but if you know someone who layers necklaces a lot or takes their jewelry off a lot, maybe they wear bigger jewelry, this is so helpful. I also said a really nice belt. I really like the Aritzia solid brass one. Under eye patches are such a little luxury. You could either get reusable or disposable ones, but I feel like you just feel on top of the world wearing these. Also said a nice jewelry box. I love the ones with the glass top, so it's kind of like a display also. I also have been obsessed with these like vintage gem charm watches. I think they're so gorgeous. I've seen a lot of them on Etsy. You could gift your favorite perfume or candle, or you know how there's some that are matching. You could do a perfume candle set like the Glossier or replica ones. I think nail oil is super underrated, but it does wonder for your nails. So either nail oil or nail oil in like pen brush form for on the go. And then lastly for this category, I said a weighted eye mask, or I personally use eye masks that have the little concave holes so that it doesn't ruin your eyelashes, and it's a lifesaver. My next category is for the reader. At the top of this, of course, is a Kindle or an e-reader. I know there's like phone-sized ones too. I said a book-shaped candle. I got one in a set of 3 from Barnes & Noble before, and I just think it's so cute. It makes me so happy to look at and sets the vibe for reading. I said a book cover, specifically a quilted one or crocheted one. Seems extra, but it actually saves the quality of your book. Saves the pages, guys. Also said a little blind date with a book, so you can wrap it really cute and like put stuff in the folds like stickers or tabs or a new pen, just like random little things. A name stamp or name embosser if they're a collector of books. Also said a book stand. I think these look really cool, but also very practical. It can hold the spot you end off on if they're a night reader. Also said a reading light clip. I have one of these and I love it. The next category is the hobbyist or the crafter. Starting off with a Row Life book nook. I have one back here if you can see it, but it was so fun to make. If they're really detail oriented or like instructions or just little knickknacks or have a cute bookshelf they like to decorate, this would be perfect. This brand of books and Ohuhu markers on Amazon are amazing. You don't even have to be super artsy, but coloring is just super therapeutic. Bobby Goods are also super cute books, and I really like their mini postcard one they just came out with. I think I want to gift some of those. Not just any paint by number set, but there's these really cute frame ones, so you would actually use it as wall decor after. Watercolor workbooks. I've been seeing these everywhere, and everyone's watercolor looks beautiful after they use this workbook. So, speaks for itself. A little cross stitch kit, a crochet or knitting kit, and I also said a watercolor set, like the little tin ones, and you can get the brush that fills with water. Embarrassingly, I have one of these. I have not used it yet. Also said a wireless glue gun. I saw that they have these at Costco. Seems like an amazing gift. They don't even have to be super crafty. I think everyone needs a glue gun. Okay, for my fat big category, which is beauty, fashion, and lifestyle, speaks for itself why it's gonna be a big fat category. Starting off, Hey Harper jewelry is amazing. I just got earrings from them and I've been loving them. They have a lot of kind of more fun, funky pieces, but also like the minimal stuff too. And their whole thing is that they're waterproof. A printed awala. I said printed because they've been coming out with so many cute prints, but if not an awala, a cute printed hydro jug. I haven't tried this, but I like really want to, but I have so many water bottles. So that do be the issue with water bottles. I also said a Dazzle Dry set. I am a stan of Dazzle Dry. I do other types of nails, but I recommend it. Even though it's pretty pricey, it literally dries in 5 minutes. Like, it's hard to go back to normal nail polish after that. I said a Casely iPhone case. I get a lot of questions on this one. They just have so many really cute prints. I also said Pavoy jewelry. This is sold on Amazon. It's pretty affordable, but honestly the quality is pretty good in my opinion. I think it's like the best that you could get on Amazon. The Say makeup bag or a little like Amazon dupe, you know, just like a structured bag that has compartments. Very helpful. So there's this claw clip. A lot of them are sold out, but there are so many adorable claw clips on this website. This is on my list and I think that's such a fun accessory. If not a cute one, I also said this claw clip, if they have thick hair, getting a special claw clip, a jumbo extra large one that's made for thick hair, actually makes the biggest difference. This one is from the brand Kish. Also said a Longchamp bag. This has been my work bag since like college and it works so well. It's literally like waterproof and I can't believe it fits so much stuff. But I also said the Longchamp mini purse. I think this is really cute also. Also said a heated round brush. Very popular for the blowout look. If not a round brush though, I also said the Shark curler or I guess a Dyson. If you don't know what to get them, get a staple sweater. I think any of the Gap ones or J. Crew ones, you just can't go wrong with them. They're so timeless. I also said handmade gold jewelry. I'll link some of the shops that I've been loving down the jewelry rabbit hole. I also said you can't really go wrong with Mejuri pieces, but if Mejuri is a little pricey, you could also go with gold vermeil. I've had really good experiences. I hear mixed things, especially from the Mejuri line, but you can also get it from Etsy or different shops. Also said a giant scrunchie. I think these are so fun if they're a little more adventurous with their style. I put Vera Bradley down. Very vague, but I think Vera Bradley has made the biggest comeback and the stuff is so cute. So you could get anything Vera Bradley, like travel bag, purse, wallet. But if that's not their style, I have been really eyeing Portland leather. I think their stuff is just so classy, and honestly for like leather, their prices are pretty good. The Aritzia Polar Fleece. fleece. I think this is such a classic and so cozy for the winter. I also said the midnight lunch fleeces. I think these are really cute if you're looking for a print. Also said Aritzia socks. I made the mistake of getting like one pack. So I have my Aritzia socks and then like other regular socks, and I can say the Aritzia ones are so superior. They're worth the price. And that's something I just like don't want to buy for myself. So it's always on the list. A microfiber hair wrap towel. It's like, of course you can always use a regular towel, but I will say since having a specific hair towel, I don't know, life is just better. We love matching sets as gifts. So I said a sweatsuit set or a workout set. This Coach wallet, so timeless and cute. I have been loving triangle scarves. You could do like a really mini one or kind of more of the shawl ones, but I think this is such a classy look. Obviously, I had to say a Jellycat or Jellycat keychain. They're just so cute. A gel nail starter kit if they want to get into doing their own manis. Also, if they're not really into that, you could do gel nail strips. I've tried these out and they're pretty awesome. You just stick them on and cure them and they last a while, honestly. Also said tall like knee-high boots. I thrifted a pair that I get a ton of questions on, but I'm pretty sure they're from Amazon, but if not the Amazon ones, I really like these ones from Steve Madden. Lastly in this category, I said a woven bag. I've just been loving this style. My next category is home/practical, a couch side table. They make some of these that look pretty nice, but I think this would just be so helpful. I'm such a like nestle up to the side of the couch, like I try to put stuff on it. I think it's like the best thing. Some of them even have like holders and stuff. I wrote down mug strainer thing, but you'll see by the picture. I think this would just be so handy, a 2-in-1. I think I see this because I was taking ceramics class and I was not capable of making it. So now it's on the Christmas list ideas. I said a little Smeg kettle. They also have a mini one. Or you could get a electric kettle that goes to like the exact temperature. A caraway baking set. I got gifted one of these recently and I've been using it non-stop. There's also just something about having a matching set that makes you so much more motivated to like bake and cook. I said foldable grocery bags, like the Baggu ones. I think having them foldable actually makes such a big difference. So easy to put in your bag. I forget my reusable bags so much less. Daiso also has some really good options for this and they're always coming out with like new prints and shapes. Touchland hand sanitizer. This is something I like hate buying for myself, but I think it's a great gift. I said this speaker, or like, I don't know, these little like retro-y speakers have been really cute. I always eye them. I said a car air freshener. I have one of these and it's like doubles. It's an accessory, but it also makes your car smell good. Also said a travel backpack. You may think it's just a backpack. Like, why would I need to replace my normal backpack? But I swear, guys, this makes the world of a difference. Along with that, I said packing cubes. I also think these make a world of a difference. I have a little baby tech category with the basics. First off, I said a Rincon ring. I've had mine for like maybe 4 months now and I love it. Said a digital camera. I use my old vlog camera, which is the G7X, but I know it's super pricey. But if it's just for photos, I really recommend checking out like eBay or a used site because there are so many. Also saw that Kodak came out with like mini camera keychain. I think this was such a fun gift. Of course, I said headphones, Sony, Apple, whatever. Expensive, but always an option. I also said a phone charger pack, specifically like the MagSafe ones. They make these so much more compact and better than when charging bricks were like you needed to carry a cord and everything. It's so helpful. I bring mine everywhere. And my last category is for the guys. And honestly, as I was making this, I was like, this definitely does not have to be male specific, but this is what I came up with. One, I said a TV sound system. I also said a toiletry or travel bag. I feel like this is one that like guys won't buy for themselves, but once they have it, it's life-changing. You could always like upgrade or just gift it if they don't have a nice one. But a wallet. I know this is also pricier, but appliances. I feel like the bigger luxury things like a coffee machine or I don't know, a toaster would make for really good gifts. I also specifically said the Nespresso pop if they're not like a actual coffee person, but just like a to-go coffee person. That's a pretty affordable like mini option. I also said Uniqlo or Gap pieces. I feel like if you don't know know, clothing style. I think you can never go wrong with staples, and both of those brands have amazing staples for men. Also said a silk pillowcase. Obviously this could be for anyone, but I feel like this is an upgrade a guy would never do for himself, but it actually, we know it makes the biggest change. Hair, skin, sleep. Also said a quality hoodie specifically. I just think you cannot go wrong with a nice hoodie. I also said slippers, whether they're like house slippers or going out slippers, like Birkenstocks, Uggs, North Face slippers. I feel like sometimes shoes are hard to pin, but slippers, you can just get something comfy, right? And my last gift is a man bag or purse. This is also something I feel like they wouldn't buy for themselves, but once you experience having a bag or a purse, it's kind of life-changing, because you know the guys be having a million things in their pockets. Specifically, I said Uniqlo. They have some pretty gender neutral ones, you know, like the little side pouch. All right guys, that is it for my 100 gift ideas here. Once again, check the description for more resources and links to go along with this, but I hope that this video was helpful. If you have any ideas or want to share what you're gifting this year or what you gifted last year, please leave that in the comments to help me or help someone out. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.